ultimately, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Amadeus.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Amadeus.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get mad. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Famous Fun.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen QueenAShakur show. I'm your host, Queen QueenAShakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So thank you all for tuning in, and I do apologize for my tardiness. Okay? So with that all being said, let's see who is in here. Everyone, please go ahead and get those likes up. Hello, Mr. Elevation, Bithia, Andrea, Obsidian Blaze, Buckhorst DC, Claudette, Juju is in the house, Queen Amoni Hewitt, Mr. Hotel. All right, RG Titan, Vince I am from the UK, Pennywise, Stacy, Cherokee Descended Dale, Born King, Eduardo, Edward, Bronze Flat Power God. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. Let's get ready to get into it. I see RG Titan, Naja, Tia, Timber Dan, All Hell Nah, Desmond, Brand Slayer TV, Deronda, Jane, okay, Latasha, Dragon, Lily. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. Hey, Terry Hitton. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm already late, and you all know that it's Trivia Friday. So let me go ahead and get this party started. First things first, get the lights up. You all know they have the Queen Shadow Band. Stop playing. Now let's talk about LeBron James's manager, because I find this all so ridiculous. I don't know what this man was thinking, if this is all true, and clearly it is, because supposedly he admitted these things to the FBI. First of all, my first question is, why is he talking to the feds? But I digress. LeBron James's manager, Maverick Carter, admitted to illegal bets on NBA games. Okay, according to records. So they say that LeBron James's longtime close friend and business partner, Maverick Carter, reportedly admitted to federal investigators in 2021 that he bet on NBA games with an illegal bookmaker. Carter made the admission to the feds amid an investigation of bookmaker Wayne Nix, who pleaded guilty last year to running a massive offshore gambling ring and filing false tax returns. This is all according to federal law enforcement records obtained by the Washington Post. Now, they say Carter and James's spokesperson, Adam Mendelsohn, issued a statement to the outlet indicating that Carter was not a subject of a criminal probe. Now, in 2021, and before 38 states and the District of Columbia legalized sports betting, Maverick Carter was interviewed a single time by federal law enforcement regarding their investigation into Wayne Nix. Mr. Carter was not the target of the investigation, and he cooperated, was never charged, and never contacted again on the matter. Now, Mendelsohn also said that the issue or the situation had nothing to do with LeBron James. Carter and his legal counsel reportedly told the feds that he wagered $5,000 to $10,000 per game, about 20 times over the course of a year, on bets related to basketball or football. Now, they say he told the feds that he could not remember placing any bets on the Lakers. I have questions, but let me continue. Now, NBA players and agents are banned from betting on games, but the regulations do not apply to business managers. The NBA and its Players Association declined to comment to the Washington Post. Carter and James are partnered in a number of business endeavors, including the media conglomerate Spring Hill Company. The Washington Post reported that former NBA superstar Scottie Pippen also admitted to placing at least one wager with the Knicks, with Knicks. Now, they say Knicks reportedly golfed in a members-only tournaments at Michael Jordan's golf club in Florida. But the Washington Post found no indications that Jordan had ever placed bets through the bookmaker. The investigation was conducted by the IRS and the Department of Homeland Security, and Carter and Pippen were reportedly two of dozens of non-target witnesses in the case. Former MLB All-Star Yasiel Puig, I guess that's how you say it, has been charged with lying to federal authorities in their investigation of Knicks' gambling ring, and his trial is set for January. Why is he lying? Okay, to the feds, no less, about this man's problems. Now he's facing charges. Please pay attention. Either just don't say anything, right? But don't sit up there and lie, because if you get caught, well, you already know how that's going to work out. Just keep your mouth shut. All right? Consult your attorney first. Anyway, Puig's agent said last November that the former Dodger conducted the interview with the feds feeling rushed, unprepared, without criminal counsel with him, and also lacked his own interpreter. Okay, excuses, but at the end of the day, it's a little too late for that because, quite frankly, I'm sure he knew that he should have had counsel before he went to running his mouth. Let's not forget, you do have the right to remain silent. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. I'm not answering any questions of the police. Okay? The only thing I'm going to tell the police is my name, and that's it. Other than that, I'm going to do like T.I. said, stand on business. Oh, I'm sorry, not T.I., King Harris. That's what King said, stand on business. But anyway, I digress. Hey, Cherie, Courtney J in the house, Claudette. Okay, so now let's talk about Bronny James, because you all remember that Bronny James had taken ill and he had cardiac arrest and they didn't think that he was going to be able to play, but he's been cleared to practice after the cardiac arrest, renewing hype for college and potential pro career. Well, that's good news. So 4 months after he suffered a cardiac arrest while practicing, Bronny James has been cleared to make a full return to basketball. A James family spokesperson said this on Thursday, announcing a plan for the USC freshman to begin practicing as soon as next week. Bronny, they say, will have a final evaluation with USC staff this week, resume practice next week, and return to games soon after. Now, Bronny, the son of LeBron James, of course, collapsed during a practice in July and spent 3 days at a hospital. Doctors later determined that a congenital heart defect was the probable cause of the 19-year-old guard's sudden collapse and experienced confidence that he would fully recover. Let me say this. I have a whole lot of suspicions. Now, I'm not going to say this doctor's lying. I'm not going to say this isn't true. But don't you all find it interesting that when some of these athletes fall out from cardiac arrest, how is there so many people born with congenital heart issues? You all do know that's what they said about Ryan Reed, the guy that I spoke to you all about yesterday, congenital heart defects. What do y'all think about this? Queen Sam said side eyeing the heart defect. Yeah, I absolutely am. You mean tell me with all that money that LeBron and his wife have, this child's heart was never checked during a physical? No one ever noticed anything? Now, I do know that often birth defects of the heart go unnoticed until later on in life. But that's usually for people who don't have very good insurance, who can't afford the best health insurance, no less. So I find it all very interesting. They said the same thing about Ryan Reed. But don't let me stop speculating. Let me continue before they start calling me conspiracy theorists, but I digress. So anyway, it goes on to say that ultimately the only thing that matters in any of this is that recovery itself. That a 19-year-old, after the frightening experience of having his heart stop pumping blood, is healthy enough and has a strong enough heart to play the game that he loves. Yeah, that is the best thing. That is the most important thing. Now, not my conspiracy theories, but let me continue. If only it were that simple. It is not, because Bronny James is no ordinary teenager. He's the son of LeBron, already destined, at least by his own dad's hopes and dreams, to one day, very soon, partner with Pops in the ultimate father and son's NBA business. So, with that all being said, well, that's good that he's recovered, no less. Now, let's talk about Mike Tyson. Lord have mercy. Do you all remember that man that was just annoying Mike Tyson? The man was annoying me. Now, I wasn't even on the plane. Do you all remember that? When the guy was sitting there, just sitting there behind Mike Tyson, just purposely annoying him. Now, see, me on the outside looking in, I already knew what he was up to. I knew that he was trying to purposely aggravate Mike, provoke him to anger so that Mike could strike him, because nobody's crazy. Why would you want to annoy or mess with Mike Tyson unless you wanted to get your ace beat? Well, that's what he did want. He wanted to get a check because now he's suing for $450,000. Now, this is what you call, a grab, okay? A money grab. That's what you call. This is definitely a money grab. Okay, all that stuff they said about Cassie, that's not the same thing. But let me continue. So let me pull up this video of this ridiculous person. I just wish that Mike had, kept his composure, had not fallen for it or whatever, because if he'd probably really been thinking, he would have known what the guy was up to. Let me make sure I'm going to the right video. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy as fuck. He should have never gave you his money.
Peasants. They're peasants. Hey. Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back.
That's exactly what he wanted, okay? Because he was looking for a payday. That's exactly what he had on his mind. As soon as he realized that he was sitting behind Mike Tyson. Tyson did show restraint. The guy's living, says Alice. Well, you know what I mean. My whole point is I wish he hadn't put hands on him, period. Because now this man wants $450,000. The man pummeled by Mike Tyson on a JetBlue flight is demanding $450,000 in what the former heavyweight champ's attorney has blasted as a shakedown. Now, an attorney for Melvin Townsend sent Iron Mike's attorneys a pre-litigation settlement demand for injuries and damages they say he suffered when Mike Tyson viciously assaulted him on a flight from San Francisco to Florida in April of last year. The legal letter claims that the North Carolina man was merely a fan excited to chat to the now 57-year-old I don't even know what this word is. This has to be a typo. But anyway, decided to talk to him, just wanted to chat before the showdown that was filmed by other passengers and is widely available on the internet. First of all, did that look like he just wanted to chat? Did that look like he was a fan just trying to get a picture or talk or something? No. First of all, even if you are a fan, that doesn't give you the right to sit there and bother people. Like, leave people alone. No, he was clearly trying to aggravate that man. That's what he was trying to do. Please don't try to sugarcoat it. So anyway, and he's going to get some money too, just because Mike put his hands on him. That's why I wish he had not done so and had restrained himself. So anyway, as a former undisputed heavyweight champion, the potential to cause severe injuries to another person goes without question. This is what the man's attorney, Townsend, said. There were several other remedies available to Mr. Tyson, but he chose physical violence. This is what he says, noting that the star later acknowledged in a TV interview that he was in the wrong and that it never should have happened. Immediately after the incident, Mr. Townsend had a severe headache and neck pain. Oh, my neck, my back. And is still suffering with the effects of the assault to this day. Really? He wasn't knocked unconscious. He wasn't bleeding profusely. But anyway, let me continue. He could not immediately get medical attention because he did not have insurance and also lost several jobs due to the unfortunate notoriety that he experienced. So that's his own fault. You wouldn't have had to worry about notoriety, losing your job, or any of that stuff. You'd have sat your behind down in that seat and manage your business. Okay? But anyway, the six-figure pre-litigation settlement would cover Townsend's ongoing medical care, including medication, therapy, and other regular treatment for head and neck pain, as well as depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. By agreeing to the settlement, Townsend would be precluded from filing any further lawsuits against Tyson. The boxer's attorney, Alex Spiro, firmly refused to cooperate or pay out. If I was Mike Tyson, I'd go file bankruptcy. If I was Mike Tyson, I'd go file bankruptcy. Matter of fact, if I was Mike Tyson, as soon as I got into the altercation with him, as soon as I stepped off that plane, I'd have filed bankruptcy. Everything would have been in somebody else's name. Miss me with it. You wouldn't get a dime from me, Brad. But let me continue. So I have received a shakedown letter related to some instigator's harassment of Mike a year ago and the aftermath. This is what Spiro said. There will be no shakedown payments. John Doe did not immediately respond to the post request for comments. Now, they said the JetBlue flight attendant made headlines when, the JetBlue flight incidents made headlines when footage of Tyson turning and leaning over his seat in order to punch Townsend several times was published by TMZ. Townsend was later photographed with what appeared to be a blood smeared on his head. Tyson reacted violently because Townsend threw a water bottle at him. That's what the boxer's reps say. Now, the pre-litigation demand, however, claims that Townsend was simply excited to see Tyson and began discussing the marijuana industry and psychedelic mushrooms with him. The letter also cites Tyson's subsequent appearance on Jimmy Kimmel's show, during which he admitted, "I shouldn't have done that." That's what he said about the beatdown, as they call it. "I was wrong. That should have never happened." So let me tell you something. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have been talking about that on Jimmy Kimmel. See, sometimes Black folk, you got to learn to keep your mouth shut. Sometimes you go on these panels and these people ask you questions that they know that they shouldn't be asking and that they know that you shouldn't be answering. I just said, listen, due to pending litigation and an ongoing investigation, I cannot speak on that at this moment. Next question. That's what I would have said. Now they're going to use everything he said against him. I hope he didn't say too much. Miss Hotel said, I would have admitted to that. Exactly. Bithia said that part. Okay, this is all nefarious, honey. This is all nefarious. Always try to make money off of Black folk. Y'all know how it goes down. But anyway, let me continue. So meanwhile, in North Carolina, there was a young Black man by the name of Tyrone Taylor who went missing for about 2 months, and there were some remains found. And well, now, sadly, for his family and loved ones, they find out that it is in fact him. So let me pull that up just a moment. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Oh, Lord. I don't know where that video is. Hold on. Wish me luck. Did I click on the right one? I think this is it.
The body of a man who'd been missing for months has been found, and a suspect is in custody. Tyrone Taylor II disappeared September 7th. Skeletal remains were found earlier this month, and yesterday they were identified as Taylor. WR's Shelley Jackson was at the news conference today at the Harnett County Sheriff's Office and joins us live. Shelley, we understand his family members were there too.
Well, that's right, Gerald. It was a really tough day for them. Dozens of family members and friends showed up for Tyrone Taylor. He grew up here in Dunn. He attended this church, and his disappearance and death is hitting everyone hard.
God plucks the beautifulest flowers.
Celestine Williams has known Tyrone Taylor's family for years. She helped search for him.
This is a very heart-touching story for the community. It hit hard. This is a hard-hitting one because you see stuff like this on TV, but you never think it would hit your community.
Wednesday, skeletal remains found last week off of Shady Grove Road were identified as Taylor. He had been missing for more than 10 weeks. Harnett County Sheriff Wayne Coates says 26-year-old Daquan Thomas is charged with Taylor's murder and concealing the body. Investigators say Thomas dated Taylor's sister and was already in custody for domestic violence charges.
Daquan Thomas was identified by the Taylor family as a person of interest very early due to his violent and abusive relationship with their daughter, Tanisha Taylor, the sister of Tyrone Taylor Jr.
Dozens of friends and family members packed the press conference at the Harnett County Sheriff's Office, supporting each other in their grief. Apostle Domingo Ellington says Taylor had been part of this church for 20 years.
He was started as a young little deacon in my church. Then he became the youth pastor. He funded the Mind Group, and we all are grieving. Our church is grieving.
Family members tell me Taylor was hardworking. He loved to sing, and he had an infectious smile.
A beautiful smile, one to always remember. We'll never forget that smile.
And everyone I spoke to did mention that smile. I spoke just a couple of minutes ago with the chief apostle here at the church. He tells me they are going to rename the building after Tyrone.
A nice gesture. Thank you, Shelley.
Well, very sad indeed. Condolences to the family and loved ones. Sad. I hope they find out whoever did it. Well, they already think they have the guy, but you know, that's speculation for now. But he likely did it because they say he was abusive. See, that's the thing with these domestic violent relationships. That's why I always tell you out, they're the most dangerous. Even the police don't really like to go into domestic violence situations. So he likely did that to spite the young man's sister. Who knows? But anyway, likely they absolutely do have the culprit. Okay, so with that all being said, let's talk about affirmative action. Now, we know so many people wanted them to get rid of affirmative action because they felt like, oh, it's benefiting Black folk. But at the interim, it benefited other people more so than us. Well, now some of the same people who were complaining about it are now upset because they want it back. They don't feel like they're being given a fair shot. And so let me pull this up. Everyone, please get those likes up. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
Because we shouldn't be judging students based on their race when we're deciding who gets into what schools. I think that, I believe that your previous guest is mistaken in this regard, because I think that by getting rid of affirmative action, now we look at the individual student and what they've accomplished, and we can look at what barriers they've overcome. Because I've heard a lot of people that say like, hey, affirmative action, it's a good way to overcome past discrimination. But in my experience, as an Asian American, I'm not exactly sure how that works for me.
A few moments later.
Would you look at this? The headline says, Asian American families worry race still a hidden factor in college admissions after Supreme Court decision. Well, now what are they going to complain about? They complained about Black people being in these Ivy League schools. They kept running to the Supreme Court, wanting the Supreme Court to overturn affirmative action. So the Supreme Court overturned affirmative action. Now they're still not satisfied. And you want to know why? Because they didn't go after the real culprit. They went after the low-hanging fruit, which was Black students in those colleges. So the Supreme Court granted them a victory. You can't get a better victory than that. However, Asian American immigrant parents shared that they still feel desperate and in the dark about what it takes for their children to be accepted into elite universities, fearing the court ruling won't stop universities from rejecting their applications based on race. No, they're going to reject the applications because they don't want them. That's why they're going to reject the application. Some families are even paying tens of thousands of dollars, wow, for consultants to help their families navigate the college system. These families need to be strategic when applying to avoid anti-Asian discrimination, one consultant told the LA Times. So now they're trying to buy their way into these schools. Sonny Lee, who immigrated from South Korea in 2006 and is raising 3 sons in Southern California, described mothers she knew having mental breakdowns over the stress of their high-achieving children not getting into top-tier schools. Lee said neighbors were hiring athletic coaches and academic consultants for kids as young as elementary school. I mean, really. A student known as a genius at San Marino High School ended up going to Pasadena City College, Lee told the Times.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Now, congratulations, you played yourself, beloveds. Well, so let me ask you all this. Okay, listen. How many of you remember? Miss Hotel put the violins. Okay, listen. How many of you all remember the story yesterday about the black man who stole the chicken? You all remember that story? Once in the chat, if you all remember that story. If you all remember the story about the black man who stole all that chicken, I want you all to pay attention. Okay. And so how many of you were embarrassed? So here's the thing. If you thought that was crazy, that he stole all of that chicken, now we know he was going to sell it in the hood and try to make him some coins. But, hey, black women, stand up. Mr. in the house. But so here's the thing. Mr. Nice One, high kicks to your teeth. Check this out. If y'all thought that was nefarious, so someone got married and they wanted a Kentucky Fried Chicken themed wedding. Let's get into it. I had the KFC themed wedding of my dreams with a fried chicken bouquet and all. That's what the bride said. They say something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, be damned. This bird-hungry bride wanted something finger-licking good to punctuate her nuptials. Now, she wanted crispy fried chicken. They say, this is what the woman said. I had the KFC-themed wedding of my dreams. This is a woman who is from Singapore. Now, ahead of her deliciously decked out wedding, Wong, an unflinching KFC fanatic, reportedly emailed the KFC Chicken Shack, hoping that the company would gift her a cutesy souvenir and celebration of her tying the knots. Well, they sent her a fried chicken bouquet. Please pay attention. But when the restaurant learned of her disability, defective blood vessels in her brain that have diminished her ability to walk, a local manager decided to do more than simply send a simple, I don't know what this word, these typos are something else, but let me continue. So the fast food joints footed the bill for half of the wedding food and provided the foul festive decorations for the reception. Not foul festive, please pay attention, including a beanbag chair fashioned in a life-size Zinger spicy chicken sandwich. When Colonel Sanders' signature 11 herbs and spices sprinkled throughout the venue, Wong and Ping, who had their first in-person dates at KFC after meeting on a dating app earlier this year, ducked the night away at the cockle-doodle-doo hula baloo, whatever that is. Okay, so let me just go to the footage because this is all ridiculous, if you ask me. This is all ridiculous. Why are y'all laughing? Listen, if these people wanted to have KFC themed chicken at the KFC themed wedding, please don't pick on them. Absolutely cannot. Say what? Woo, honey. Let me tell you something. All praises to the Most High, honey. Because just when I thought we took an L yesterday, honey, they scooped right on in and took the L for us. Shout out to them. Wong and Ping and the KFC theme. Pay attention. December said, Queen, you messy. Honey, I bet you that chicken was messy. I bet it was grease flying everywhere. Okay? Finger licking is what they had to be doing. Pay attention. But let me continue. This is all nefarious. This is all nefarious. See, that's what y'all be eating. Y'all be eating that mess. This is what I eat right here. Pay attention.
Oh.
Y'all can have that greasy RS KFC if you want to. I'll have what the rabbits is having. Pay attention. This is all nefarious. But anyway, let me continue. At the end of the day, let's see who we're going to talk about next. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Oh, so listen. For all of y'all low down, no good. Terry King, sit down. So we're talking about you eat rabbits, Queen. No, I eat what the rabbits were eating, beloved. Stop. All right. Stop. December said, oh, keep your bunnies out my garden, please. Okay. And now listen. Not Terry Lee King. You asked me that because you eat rabbits, okay, with rice and gravy. I heard about you. Look at Desmond talking about the last queen, the last. Don't anyone in the chat listen to my moderator Desmond. He already warned me yesterday that he was going to write a tell-all book about me, okay? So low down. And so anyway, hold on. Above all the drama said, yes, now I do. I can't afford to have a crackhead. What now? Have a crackhead in or near my family or in the house. The last time we cut the grass pulling back into the driveway, I saw that MF in the fridge in the garage. I'm just... Anthony said, don't tell me you hunt rabbits, queen. Don't y'all listen to Desmond. Now, y'all know good and darn well. Miss Eva said Queen had rabbit stew last week. Mr. said, let's talk about Biden. Honey, what did Biden do now? I didn't have any plans on talking about it, but if he did something low down and nefarious, let me see what it is. What did Biden do? What has he done now, beloved? Let me see real quick. Biden sends student loan forgiveness. Congratulations emails. That's what came out a day ago. 16 hostages released. Y'all know I'm not talking about what's going on in Gaza. I'd rather talk about what's going on in the Congo. All right, please pay attention. Y'all saw them over there selling those poor little black babies. Okay, Biden sent student loan forgiveness congratulations emails to 800,000 borrowers. How many of you got a congratulations email from Biden? How many of you, Terry King, say he exists? That's what he did, okay? They've been going in on him in the media with the economy. Honey, I've been going in on him about that, honey, okay, for quite a minute. I mean, I just gave up. I simply gave up, beloved. Congratulations, your student loan has been forgiven because of actions my administration took to make sure you receive the relief you earned and deserve. This is what the email said. Bragging on himself. Okay, he needs a slice of humble pie if you ask me, but let me continue. A message from President Joe Biden. Now, the student loan forgiveness referenced in Biden's email was provided via the IDR account adjustment initiative. This one-time program was implemented to address long-standing problems with income-driven payment plans or repayment plans, including poor record keeping and forbearance steering. In many cases, borrowers experience significant interest accrual and capitalization while adding many years to their repayment term as a result of poor administering and oversight of IDR programs. Now, the account adjustment allows the education department to credit borrowers with time toward their 20 or 25-year student loan forgiveness terms under the IDR plans that historically would not have counted. Borrowers can receive relief even if they're not currently enrolled in IDR. Under the adjustment initiative, earlier periods of repayment under that plan or any plan, as well as many periods of deferment and forbearance, can be counted toward a borrower's IDR loan forgiveness term. That don't apply to me. My student loans have been paid off. They've been paid off. So do any of you need, or did any of you get the student loan forgiveness for your college loans? Anyone? RG said, how his old ace, get his old ace out of office. He's trying to get reelected. Cut that reparation check before that trip to Shady Pines, says Scoop. Now, just said yours are paid off. Okay. Forgive my property taxes. I homeschool, says Obsidian Blaze. Okay. Lady Painter says, Queen, you eat vegetables, so how do you put up with pork brains? Always in your chat. Clearly throwing shade at my nefarious chat. How dare you? Not pork brains. Y'all see that? Somebody called y'all pork brains. Okay. Let me tell you something, beloved. I hope that nobody in my chat in 2023 is eating pork. I hope not. I'm going to have to block you if you're eating pork in 2023. If you follow the Science of Self on Instagram, okay, you all know he's very conscious, and he was going in on people who posted pictures and videos of themselves eating chitterlings on Thanksgiving. Now, he said he wasn't blocking them because they were eating the chitlins. He was blocking them because they were promoting chitlins. Okay? I don't know who wants to promote chitlins. I saw somebody doing a YouTube video one day sitting there eating a full-on plate of chitlins. Honey, if you're that desperate and you want to eat stuff like that, why would you dare do a video of yourself eating it? Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. It's awful. Awful. Sitting up there eating a plate of chitlins on a live stream. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you right now. If I go on anybody's YouTube channel and I see you eating a plate of chitterlings, what I'm not going to do is listen to anything else you have to say ever. That's what I'm not going to do. All right? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're just as nefarious as that pig that you just sat there and ate. Child, big back eating chitlins on live. Not big back, Mr. Hotel. I cannot with you. I'm not calling no names. Kenyatta said a hog breath. I didn't come here to talk about people. Y'all are just low down in the affairs. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. Now, see, y'all in the chats. I'm on this live. Now, y'all going in on this man about eating them chitlins on his live. And next thing I know, he's liable to try to say something about the queen. Now, I'm going to have to roast him like the pig that he already ate. Please. But let me continue. Timber Dan said chitlins are gross. Mr. said chicken feet. Let me continue. I don't have time for this. Y'all do too much. Okay, so now listen. I want you all to see this video. This is a white man, and he's talking about protecting Black women. And he said that every time he posts positive things about Black women, everybody gets mad and tries to go in on him. They try to say he's pandering to Black women. You know, he could say something about Asian women, white women, Mexican women. Nobody says a word. But as soon as he starts saying positive things about Black women, people got something to say. You know, that's a trend. That's how it always is. Remember how some of these Black men, like actors and stuff, like Lance Gross and others, have come out and said how they love Black women, and then people went in on them. Well, what about us? And all that. But it's funny, they don't say that when people talk about women of other races. They don't say that. And that's why there's an agenda, and I want you all to pay attention. There's an agenda of people, you know, of the music industry trying to promote and constantly put in our faces people like Suki and Sexy Red. And speaking of them, I read some of the lyrics. You know, last night I said, wait a minute, maybe I've just been a bit too harsh, because people were saying, well, y'all are, you know, there was a couple of people that are clearly hood rats themselves. And, you know, they got mad because I called them hood rats. And I said, hey, wait a minute. Why are you mad at me? Don't they have a song called Hood Rats? They call themselves hood rats. But when I call them hood rats, you're mad. But anyway, there was a person in the comment section on Instagram on somebody's post saying that, you know, people are hating on them and, you know, all of this stuff or whatever. And that it's mostly women over 40 and all that stuff. And there was a young woman who said, honey, I'm 20 something and I don't like them either. So I said, you know, maybe I'm being too judgmental. Maybe they actually are talented, because I don't listen to their music. Just looking at them and their behavior was enough for me. But so I said, you know, let me go listen to a couple of their songs. Maybe they actually have some real talent here. And so here's what I found. Please pay attention. I'm going to read to you the lyrics of their song titled Hood Rats. Some of you probably already know it by heart. So I will not be saying the curse words, okay? Either I'll omit the curse words and expletives or try to find something to replace them with, okay? So this song is called Hood Rats. And let me tell you, I watched the video, and the video, quite frankly, reminded me of the movie Baps with Halle Berry and the other young woman. I can't remember her name, but she passed away, but you know what I'm talking about. It kind of reminded me of Baps. Maybe they were trying to emulate that, but the only thing is I couldn't tell if they were just trying to emulate it or not, because they actually do this all the time. Every time I see them, they're acting like hood rats. So I'm confused. But anyway, here are the lyrics as follows. Okay, this is the chorus. Throw that ace, you know you a hoe. Up and down that booty gon' go. I'm twerking on your baby daddy. He finna lick my booty hole. I'm looking sexy. I'm looking fine. No broke boys can waste my time. My thong showing, my booty poking, my ussy wet. I need a panty line. Shall I continue? G ghetto bitch. So you know it's wet. I never heard that my coochie whack. It's the best. I ride the D and I throw it back on the west. You wouldn't even know what to do with that. I'm finna shake this ice, cause my bills is due. You know I got that good cat. This coochie ain't loose. This is all ridiculous. This is all so nefarious. Hold on. Niecy Q says she's reading this like a pro-black Shakespeare. Miss Altair said, Queen's reading it like the rainbow. Kimberly, Kimberla, I hope I said that right, said, hold on, where did that comment go? This is all crazy. So they just said anything. Well, that's what it sounds like. Goodness, Ray the Boat said, it's poetic. I love it. What's wrong with that? I didn't say anything was wrong with it. Timber Dan said, not a pro-black Shakespeare. You all, speaking of Shakespeare, you all do know that they say a black woman wrote that stuff for him, right? Just so you know. They always stealing. Okay, this is all so crazy. Big y'all said, sad how we've deteriorated. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, those are the lyrics, honey, no less. I'm sorry. Make it all make sense. Make it all make sense. And the notion that some people actually think somebody's hating on them. Hating on them for what? Anybody can, literally anybody can act like that. Okay? Anybody can act like that. I'm sorry. Oh, Miss Elevation said, I believe it, Queen. Yes. So anyway, with that all being said, you know, there is an agenda, and I saw some smart people in the comments saying that they believe Sexy Red is an industry plant. And then one girl, she acted like she was Sexy Red's publicist, and she started going in on us. She was like, she ain't no industry plant. Y'all just mad, and she's talented and this and that. And she was going so hard to paint. I said, excuse me, is she your sister or something, beloved? And I hope she's paying you for the defense. Are you her security or something? She was clearly pressed. And then I went on her page and saw her profile and knew exactly why she was so mad. Because she's the same thing that Sexy Red is. I can't help but think that the only type of people that listen to Sukiyana and Sexy Red are the type of people that are just like them. That's just what it is. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a whole hood rat, but just keep that in the gutter. Don't bring that to where I stay. That's all I'm saying. But let me continue. So anyway, as I was saying, this man said that they try to go in on him when he talks about black women. So I'm going to play this video, and you all tell me what y'all think.
This video is for anybody out there that is dating a black girl right now or has a black wife or anything like that. Just want to say to you all, if you are dating a black woman, you make sure you treat her right, because you have one of the treasures of the world. You have one of the best things that God ever created. I really believe that. The best thing that God created is the black woman. And she deserves to be treated like the princess and the queen that she is. So if you've got a black woman, make sure you go out of your way to make her happy and give her your entire world. And give her everything she wants and treat her right. Thank y'all. You know, I just don't get it, guys. Every time that I try to make a video about black women, and I say something good about black women, like, you know, black women are beautiful and black women deserve love and protection just as any other women do, you know, and I say good things about black women. I always get, I want to call them guys because they're not men, but I always get guys that get in my comments and they say all these nasty things about black women and, oh, the woman needs to respect me first in order to get respect. I ain't bowing down to no woman, blah, 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 blah. And then people try to say that I'm just pandering to black women, that what I say about black women is all fake, and that my channel's fake, and I'm fake, yada, 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 and I don't really love black women, that I'm secretly a racist. Okay. I don't know what the heck you base that off of, but a lot of people are saying that I'm racist. But let me tell you something about me. I was married to a black woman for 7 years. All I've ever been with is black women, and how I feel about black women is completely true. And I don't need to explain that to you guys or anybody else. I mean, either you're gonna believe me or not, but I know the truth. And even my kid right here is half black. So if that's not enough proof that I'm not racist, and that what I say about black women actually matters to me in my life, and I'm serious when I tell other men that we need to protect black women, we need to respect black women, we need to love black women because they deserve just as much love and respect as y'all show any other ethnicity, you know. But I just think it's kind of funny that I could talk about any other race, but as soon as I say something about a black woman being beautiful, that just really upsets people. You know, people do not want to respect black women. They don't want to treat black women the way they should be treated. And that's the whole point of this channel. That's the whole point of my Instagram. Because here on this channel, black women are loved and black women are appreciated. And they're going to continue to be loved and appreciated. And this is a channel where other men need to comment that, you know, if you agree with what I'm saying and you're a man and you love black women and you appreciate black women and all that black women do, and, you know, you just think they're beautiful like I do, let me know in the comments below. Let these black women feel the love, because I don't feel like there's enough men showing love to black women. So, you know, I just want to say to all the black women, I love y'all, I respect y'all, and many, many men do. So just ignore the haters, you know. There's a lot of them out there, but they don't matter. They're not men. Because a real man would love you, he would treat you kind, he would respect you. And that's all I have to say today, though. You know, but like I said, it's just kind of funny that people just love to hate on black women. And that's bullshit to me. I hate that. And so I know how you feel. I know what you're going through. You know, I'm right there with you because they're hating on me for loving y'all. But that ain't gonna stop me, you know. But until next time, guys, I'm Joe Jones. This is the Cup of Joe Show, and this has just been your Daily Dosage.
Not daily dosage, like the daily vitamins. Okay, so let's talk about it. So let me talk about some of the comments. Let me go to some of the comments. Nasja said their race is disappearing, so they need us to continue the family lineage. Okay. Well, I don't think him doing a video is going to help, if that's what you're implying, beloved. All right. A white man told me yesterday, you're so beautiful. I was like, ooh, thank you. Exactly. Here's the thing. Let me just tell all of y'all something that's talking slick in the comments. I find it interesting because, see, some of you are just so hard to please. Now, when you have white people, specifically white men, let's say white men specifically, when you have white men calling black women the N-word on videos with the hard R, like we've seen, when you have them punching and beating black women in the videos, like we've seen, you get upset, you get mad, you get butthurt, and you get bothered. But then when you have a white man saying something nice, some of you still get bothered. So what do you want? I'd like you to explain that if you could. Also, Water Sniper made the comment, y'all kill me. Y'all supposed to be pro-black. What does pro-black have to do with anything? Pro-black does not mean that we don't like white people. At least that's not what it means for me. I don't deal with racist people. Okay. Second of all, Mr. was going in on the man too. Sounds like he got a fetish. Mister, where did you get anything about a fetish? Explain. I'm gonna drop the link. I want you to explain what about what he said makes you think that he has a fetish? I'm not saying he does or doesn't, but what makes you think that? Can you put the answer in the chat? Because you're just painting narratives at this point. The man didn't say anything that would make anyone think that he has a fetish. You're just mad because that white man said nice things about black women. If you don't like it, why don't you say nice things about black women? Why don't you do a video? You see, here's the thing. You know what I see videos of a lot of black men doing? Talking slick about black women. Some of y'all used to love Kevin Samuels because he would talk slick about black women. Y'all would love it and get mad when I or others go in on it. That's what some of y'all would do. Some of you recently said that you wouldn't even protect black women unless you knew them. We've seen videos of black men sitting there and letting white men beat up black women, and all they did was pull out their phones. Tell me when you want me to stop. Tell me when you want me to stop. And so with that all being said, what you won't do, somebody else will. That's all I'm saying. And that's all he's showing as far as I'm concerned. Now, as I said, if you think he's pandering, well, then maybe you should start pandering to us too. Maybe you should start pandering to us too, Mister, water sniper. Maybe you should start pandering to us too. Because here's the thing. Black men always have the support. They've always had the support of black women. We haven't always had the support of black men. And keep in mind, I'm not talking about all black men because I have a black man and he absolutely supports me, always has and always will, as I will do the same for him. But some of y'all black men do not support black women. You'll stand there and you won't defend and protect a black woman if you see something bad happen to her, because if you don't know her, like some of y'all have said, some of you went digging up dirt to prove that the girl who said she was slapped with a brick was lying. Well, she was lying, but that's not the point. What about the black women who aren't lying when they're attacked and assaulted and raped? What about the ones who don't have anyone to defend them? Like the woman whose son had to shoot her attacker, who was a black man, and other black men stood there. Y'all don't have the same smoke, some of you, when a black man is attacked. I told you this days ago. It's nothing new. I've already said it. Okay? I've already said this to you days ago. Now, I'm always on here defending black men, but I very seldom see black men defending us. That's all I'm saying. Now, y'all want to get mad? That white man said protect black women and talked about how people hate on us. Yes, they do. But why don't more of you yourselves do the same type of videos? Then you don't have to try to go in on him. Mr. Hotel said make it all make sense. So anyway. Cece said, Mister, you don't protect us either. Okay? Aisha Ben said, Water Sniper's a solid brother. I didn't say that Water Sniper wasn't. I just replied to his comments. He said something about us being pro-black on this channel, implying that some of the people in the chat should not be liking what that man was saying because they're pro-black. Pro-black doesn't mean anti-whites. It means that you stand for your people. Your people come first. You stand and defend for your people. You fight for your people. You love your people. Okay? And you fight against racism and a system of white supremacy. That's what it means to me. Now, with that all being said, some of y'all need to sit down somewhere. Legal Eye said you would die for your wife. As you should. As you should. But my question is, most men would probably die for their wives and defend their wives. But what if you saw a black woman that you didn't know getting beat down? What would you do? That's what I want to know. What would you do? Because I can tell you, I've told you all before, I saw a black man being jumped. I didn't know him, but I got out of my car and I jumped in it and helped him. I didn't know him from a can of paint. I didn't say to myself, wait a minute, I don't know this dude. I'm not going to help him. I didn't say that. I didn't say, well, he ain't my husband. He ain't my man. I didn't say that. But that's what some of y'all black men say. So y'all can sit down somewhere. If you're mad, oh well. I said what I said. I'm just voicing my opinions. You don't have to agree with me, and I don't have to agree with you. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, beloveds. Now, I love y'all, but at the end of the day, the truth is the light. The truth is the truth, no matter who's saying it, because everything that man said was the truth. More people do need to protect Black women. People do hate on Black women. We are the most disrespected. And like he said also, people come in his comments hating on him, and I've seen the comments. They actually do. They come in his comments hating on him when he's saying something good about Black women. But meanwhile, we have a lot of Black men talking about angry Black women. You mean Karens don't get angry? Karens are the angry women as far as I'm concerned. They're the ones that call 911 on you when you're doing nothing but minding your own business, trying to walk down the street, trying to go to a barbecue, trying to get into a building that you already live in, walking through a neighborhood. Nobody calls them angry, but they want to call us angry. That's all I'm saying, honey. That's all I'm saying. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Mr. done got mad, honey. Mr. said, well, y'all go be with Chad, y'all. Mr. Nobody said they had to go be with Chad, beloved. But they can't agree with what he said. Now, if you're a mature adult, beloved, then you too should be able to respectfully agree to disagree without getting upset. No need to get mad and throw stones. Mr. done got mad at y'all. Mr. y'all go be with Chad then, y'all. Oh, Mr. Them Chad step on your toes, because that's what it sounds like. Did it step on every one of your toes? Did it step on every one of your toes, beloveds? Anyway, this is all hilarious. Khalid Herlim said, I would die for my people as I live for my people. I know that's right, beloved, and I would too. Absolutely. And I believe you, beloved. And you know, like I said, I'm not talking about all Black men, but some Black men. We've seen the videos that I've been showing lately. Who's been beating these Black women to death? Who's been killing these Black women? It's Black men. And the thing is, some Black men will not call out other Black men's BS, like P. Diddy. Some Black men won't call him out. Some Black men will not call P. Diddy out. Now, if it was a Black woman accused of all this nefariousness, I guarantee you that you Black men, those of you who are trying to defend P. Diddy, I know some of y'all will be saying, oh, don't she did? Y'all see what she did? Y'all have so much to say. Y'all would have so much to say. Now, I'm not talking about you all in my chat, but I'm talking about the ones who are sitting up here trying to make it all make sense and trying to act like Diddy is just being taken down like he's some noble person, trying to compare him to Bill Cosby. Y'all can't compare that man to Bill Cosby. We ain't never heard about Bill Cosby beating nobody upside their head, breaking noses, blowing up cars. We never heard any of this. We know those people lied on Bill Cosby. At the end of the day, you can't compare Diddy to him. That's right. Just another woman said, how can you defend P. Diddy? Any Black man. Thank you. How could you? I have questions. Skeletor fan said, Diddy is the devil himself. Yes. Mr. said, Black men are demonized. Social programming. Honey, nobody's demonizing Black men. Nobody's demonizing them. Who's demonizing them? You mean the other people? You mean like racist people may be demonizing the Black men? At the end of the day, Mr. I want you to listen close, because I'm only gonna say this one more time before I move on to the next story. At the end of the day, I'm not demonizing Black men. I'm telling the truth. And you know it yourself. You know it yourself that some Black men have said that they would not defend and protect Black women unless they knew who they were or unless they looked some type of way, a specific type of way. You know that. Okay, how's that demonizing, beloved? I love Black men. I've always told you that. But at the end of the day, when they do wrong, I'm going to call them out just like I call out anybody else. Y'all not exempt. I feel like you're getting a little pressed about the issue for some reason. Why would you be upset? Why would you be upset? If you're not part of the problem, then it's not even, I'm not even talking about you. I said some Black men, but you know they say hit dogs holler. And you hollering real loud right now. You keep going in and on. Nobody's demonizing Black men. The Black men who do these nefarious things demonize themselves. All I have to do is see them do it. That's all we have to do. Sit back and watch. That's it. And let's not act like some of y'all don't love white women. Don't some of y'all love white women? Yes, of course you do. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Some of y'all love the white women, the Latinas. I bet y'all don't complain about Jeezy, Mr. You like Jeezy, who was just married to Jeannie Mai? Now he's complaining that she's trying to gatekeep their child and all of that. Now that they're divorced and have problems because she had a loud mouth and all that, supposedly, allegedly, because she gets angry, but they don't call her the angry woman, right? They call us that. But now, who do he sit down and have an interview with and tell all his problems to? A black woman. See, that's what y'all do. Black men who run off and be with Karen and Becky's and all that, when it doesn't go right, they come back to the black woman and tell us little sad little stories. Little sad little stories. That's what y'all do, some of you. Now, if it doesn't apply, simply let it fly. All right? That's right. Shawshine said devils come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. That's right. Preach. Hey, Pearly. Okay, this is all a hot mess. Y'all done got me on a whole nother topic. Black men date out all the time. If a white man like you, let him. I'm just saying, yeah, they really sitting up here. You know, some of y'all just need to sit down somewhere. It's not that serious. Mr. said, okay, I'm done. LOL. Mr. honey, ain't nobody messing with you. Now, I love you, but I got to tell you the truth. I got to tell you the truth, beloved. And it's for your own good. C-Stan said, make them drink your bath water. C-Stan, sit down. Ain't nobody drinking nobody's bath water these days. Mr. said, okay, we'll go to the white man. Laughing my ass off. Mr. Why do you keep telling us to go to the white man? Anyway, let me move on. Mr. is clearly pressed. Mr. is clearly pressed. Let me continue. Let me continue, okay? Now, so with that all being said, let's talk about it. Because I want to show you all. This is what 50 Cent posted on his page. 50 Cent is so messy. I love 50 Cent, but he knows he's messy. And when I want to find some mess, I know exactly where to go. That's why I follow 50 Cent. This is why, I'm not even joking. This is why I follow 50 Cent. Now look what 50 Cent did.
A murderer, puppy. I know you killed Tupac. Bad boy's going down. Don't sue your ass.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it.
Yes, sir, puppy. Come on, bitch. You know the routine.
I hate you. I hate you.
50 Cent is something else. 50 Cent is a whole mess. But let me continue because he is something else. Skeletor said 50 is a damn fool. You know he is. Sandy said the trolling of it all. I know, right? That's why exactly why I follow him. Like I said, honey, you want to see something messy, just go to his page. Let me tell you something. As soon as the lawsuit came out about Diddy, the first thing I did after I read about it was went straight to 50's page. I'm not even lying. Okay, I'm not even lying, honey. All right, so with that all being said, let's talk about T.I. Lord have mercy. They tried it. I don't know why they tried it, but they went looking for T.I. and honey, they found Tip, i.e. the rubber band man. All right? They went and found the rubber band man, honey. So let me tell you what happened. So these club promoters or whatever, they made a flyer and they put T.I. and his son King's picture on there. Let me pull this up. Exhibit A. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong receipts. Here it is. Y'all see that? Now, you can't see the print because it's very small. But it says something about coming to the club and having some drinks or something. And if not, you're going to get choked out. So they were trying to poke fun at the situation that happened between T.I. and Tiny and their son, King, which the family has already resolved their issues privately, no less. So anyway, they put the flyer up there to sell tickets to get people to come to the club. T.I. wasn't even supposed to be there, I don't believe. And so he was not thrilled when he found out about it. And it all went left real quick. Please pay attention.
Mike Tyson, bro. This shit.
I'm sorry, wrong video. Hold on. I have so many videos. Let me make sure I'm getting this one in order. Hold on. Let me try this again. Think this is it.
Nigga, you can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Ain't nobody getting nothing going. Nothing. Call who you need to call. Do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on a motherfucking flyer, nigga, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but nigga, don't play with me in this city. It's my motherfucking city. Don't play with me in this city.
F around and find out. That's all I gotta say. You see, that was a prime example of standing on business. Now, I don't know why they did it. That was clearly not a good idea. All right? Don't they know that T.I. is the king of the South? But anyway, so I'm telling you, he brought out the promoter dead wrong for this. Yes, he was. You can't be trying to make money off somebody's likenesses and send up their line. That's false advertisement. Well, at the end of the day, like somebody said on the post on Instagram, I guess it wasn't false advertising because T.I. did show up. Maybe that's what they wanted. They posted saying T.I. was going to be there, and T.I. really showed up. At the end of the day, these people need to sit down somewhere because all hell no said a publicity stunt. I don't think that was a publicity stunt, honey. Let me tell you something. I've seen T.I. when he's angry, and that was authentic. Trust me when I tell you. All right? Honey, I was in Justin's years ago when T.I. got into it with somebody, was throwing chairs and all that, honey. I had to run for cover. I'm not even lying. Anybody that knows T.I., the last thing you want to do is tick him off. Pay attention. So I don't even know why he even tried it. Like, this is all crazy. This is all crazy, but hold on, because somebody really gonna get their feelings hurt by this one. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Tiny said, quit playing with my family for clickbait. I've had enough. And then this woman responds saying, you guys provide the content, Mrs. Harris. She said, she says, no, they've taken an honest family moment and added all type of bullshit onto it, as they always do to get views on their lackluster platforms. Not Tiny said lackluster, okay? But, yeah, so that person was trying to say that, y'all putting it out there, I guess, or whatever. But, the truth of the matter is, when people see stuff like that on social media, you already know people are going to talk, and you can't really do anything about that. But at the end of the day, those promoters need to sit down somewhere because that was clearly wrong. But I'm going to tell you like this. I don't know who gave this person this information that I'm about to show. But I don't know why they thought this was a good thing to do. Pay attention. Pay attention. I don't know who gave them. And then they had the nerve to say, I just got word from a reputable source. #King was told his biological father is #Brimmy. I don't even know who Brimmy is. And that's why he said that #Tip's history is a mystery. And that's all and that's all cap. And that is all cap. Somebody call #Maury, #Lauren London. We want to hear Clifford Harris. #You are not the father. Let me tell you something. See, this is why people be going up. Now, I don't know who she's talking about when she says a reputable source. But here's the thing. What reputable source could she be talking about? See, this is where it gets on my last nerve. When people start talking about and speculating that somebody's child is not their child, first of all, how would you know unless either of the parties involved told you? What reputable source? Where did you come from with this information? I have questions. People love to try to paint narratives and put out stuff and act like they got receipts and they don't show any at the end of the day. Okay? Sounds like somebody being messy as far as I'm concerned. All right, that's just what it sounds like to me. How would you know if that wasn't his child? That's so ridiculous. Of course, that's his child. He looks just like his mother. Just because he may not look so much like T.I. as some of the other children, that doesn't mean anything. But like I said, these people better sit down somewhere, because I tell you one thing, they do not want the rubber band man to show up, okay, knocking at their door. That's what they don't want. I promise you they don't. All right? I promise you they don't. Because people can only take so much. Yes, it's messy. Gail said, I'm messy. King and Grammy look like twins. So you messy, Gail? I don't even know who Grammy. I thought it said Brimmy or Brimmy. I don't know who that person is. So, I mean, I don't really see the resemblance. They just are both light-skinned to me. Okay, Latasha said, wow, there's a Taliban. That's right. Okay. Y'all better sit down somewhere, honey, for T.I. get it popping. Let's not forget, T.I. is the same one that ran up on Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Don't get him twisted. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I digress. Let me continue moving right along. Lil Nas X is tired of y'all's mess too. Lil Nas X is tired of y'all's bullshit too. Y'all been going in on Lil Nas X because he got his hair all fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Said y'all is clearly hating because he's cute. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I don't know why y'all is hating on Lil Nas and his luxurious hair. I think this is it right here. Hold on. So he did a Christian song. American rapper and singer Lil Nas X has come under fire for his response to the backlash from his music preview. He dropped a surprising new release on his social media accounts on Wednesday, November the 29th of 2023, with a snippet of a new Christian song. I don't know how Lil Nas gone from stripping, lap dancing for the devil, sliding down the pole into hell, and lap dancing for the devil, putting blood in shoes and selling them. And now he's doing Christian songs. But let me continue, because it's none of my business, honey. It's none of my business, because I don't want Lil Nas X and T.S. Madison, who was so thrilled to meet him. I don't want them coming for me, because, baby, when I tell you, I will roast both of them for filth. So let me continue. When fans heard the song, many were confused and discussed a previous video that showed the singer sliding down a pole into hell. They pointed out that the caption of the new song Lil Nas has had, I'm sorry, what is this? Typos. Lil Nas had mentioned his Christian era. They took to social media to slam the singer, who responded to them in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter. And according to the tweet, Lil Nas X replied to his haters saying this: making Christian music does not mean that I can't suck cucumbers no more. This is not looking good, Lil Nas X. Why did you do it? I think he's trying to tick people off, but let me continue. The two are not mutually exclusive. I am allowed to get on my knees for multiple reasons. Alexa, play It's So Hard to Say Goodbye by Boyz II Men, because this is absolutely crazy. Okay, where are our morals and values? Where is our integrity, honey? Has everybody lost their minds? Bithia said, not on his knees. Well, that's what I said, beloved. Dorana said, so Lil Nas X has been delivered. Not talking like that, he hasn't. Clearly not. Clearly not. But let me continue. This is all nefarious. When fans saw his response, they were infuriated and said that his response was disgusting, with many even claiming that he was trolling the Lord. I don't know if anybody told Lil Nas X, but honey, God will not be mocked. So please sit down somewhere. Somebody said this is disgusting. I agree. Now, religious netizens, whatever that is, were outraged by Lil Nas's words. He had teased his new music only a few hours prior, calling it his new Christian era. Fans believe the alleged comment about the singer's sexuality is only him trolling the viewers. Well, it still was inappropriate. Seeing as how he was talking about Christianity. I mean, that's just my take on it. So anyway, they go on to say that Montero Lamar Hill, professionally known as Lil Nas X, is making waves in the industry after the success of his country rap single Old Town Road. The artist has been surrounded by controversy from the unabashed display of his queer sexuality to heavily debated music videos. Now, as per the Guardian, the music video for Montero, Call Me by Your Name, released on March 29th of 2021, featured the rapper sliding down a pole to hell before giving the devil a lap dance. The video garnered a lot of negative attention, with people claiming the song encouraged devil worshiping and scandalized young fans. This was quite contrary to the trailer of his new song that he released on Wednesday with the caption, "Y'all mind if I enter my Christian era?" Now, in the music video clip, Lil Nas X was sitting in a stopped car and dancing around a deserted intersection, lip syncing to himself. He seemingly wore a wig with a long jean skirt and a t-shirt. And as per Just Jared, the rapper sang, oh, okay, these are the lyrics to what he was saying, supposedly. "Father, stretch my hands. The lonely road seems to last the longest. Help me with my plans. Everything seems to go nowhere. Oh, free me from worry and wanting pity. Free me from all this envy in me." So they say the teaser sounded like an acoustic ballad, and they say that netizens were skeptical about the music. Now, while many weren't too happy with this video, some fans supported his alleged ascension from the Hell music video to the now alleged Christianity clip. I don't know, honey, but let me just show y'all how he was looking in that video. I'm not going to spend too much time going in about Lil Nas X because this boy clearly is, purposefully controversial and also clout chasing, as per usual, as far as I'm concerned. Now, so let me ask you all this question. Let me ask you all a question. So how many of you, is 669 people in the chat? Please do, beloveds, get those likes to match, if you could be so kind. Thank you. So the whole music industry is demonic. Let's just keep it real, says RG Titan. I have questions. Okay. I have questions. Saturday said Queen Juicy Smollett alert. So anyway, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think he's trolling? I mean, I don't get it why he's going from one genre to the next or whatever. It's just all just nefarious to me. It's just all nefarious to me. But so anyway, speaking of the music industry, let's talk about it. Now, someone posted a video showing how many of these celebrities look so much alike that it's really crazy. Now, I removed the audio from the video before anybody starts saying, oh, we can't hear it. Well, you're not going to be able to hear it because I removed all of the audio for the simple fact that it had music in the background. But let me let you all see this, and you all just tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, I've seen enough. Some of those people do look alike, could be coincidence. I don't know. But what y'all really think at the end of the day? What do you all really think? I have a whole lot of questions. So with that all being said, let me show you all this TikTok that I did this morning with the actress Taryn Manning. Okay, talking about some stuff they offered her to drink in Hollywood. Now, she was interviewed recently, and I want you all to pay attention because they're trying to act like this woman's crazy, because she goes in her videos and says stuff, and sometimes she rambles on, but you all know that when people start telling the truth and saying certain things, well, people start, people in Hollywood start trying to say that they're crazy, just like they did Isaac Cappy. Okay, so I just want you all to pay attention. I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Shakur. Recently, actress Taryn Manning, who starred in the hit show Orange is the New Black and the movie Karen, went on a podcast, and she spoke about being offered a gold juice 3 times in her career. Now, I don't know exactly what this gold juice is, so I have questions, but let's get into it.
That level. When you say, like, I don't get asked to star in movies, you know what I mean? When you say that, like, do you think there's a level of fame that is just too dangerous for this?
Yeah, so, if you don't drink the Kool-Aid, you don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice 3 times in my 20s, my 30s, and
What's
my 40s.
That? Pee? A lot of golden showers in
the
Burbank.
Gold juice that I will live forever and I'll have whatever I want. The gold juice. You never offered the gold juice?
No, I'm a scumbag comic. What's the gold juice?
I don't know, but I didn't drink it and I didn't want it. And
is this
I noticed when all the girls, certain girls on Orange changed. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like a real thing. Like, it's all a real thing. And it's scary because they send, like, people after you and they can, like, kind of moonlight as, like, a friend or, and they're wolf in sheep's clothing. And listen, you can have everything you want, all the fame in the world, all the money. I'm like, what if I just drank it? But then you know what I mean? Like, what if and I don't know what it is. If it's a metaphor for the gold juice, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mostly. And if there's a tincture that makes you younger, I better know where. You better.
Now, that clearly sounds all very nefarious because at the end of the day, I'm sure we've all heard about the rumors of the things that go on in Hollywood, such as people signing their names in blood, giving their souls to the devil, worshiping Baphomets and all of these things, and also engaging in the consumption of something that starts with an A and ends with the word chrome. I don't know if these things are true or not because I've never been there. I'm just telling you what I've heard. But anyway, as far as this gold juice is concerned, I wonder if it looks anything like this. One thing that I do know for certain is that people who speak about the things that Taryn is speaking about, sometimes they don't have a long lifespan. Please pay attention. With that all being said, TikTok, this is purely satire and made for enjoyment and entertainment purposes only. Okay, honey, you got to give the disclaimer, honey, before they take your video down on TikTok. So for those of you asking, is she talking about urine? No, she's not. Why would she be talking about urine? Clearly, you all don't know the nefariousness that goes on in Hollywood, okay? No, that's not what she's talking about. It has nothing to do with showers or any of that stuff. Please sit down somewhere. Please sit down somewhere, okay? Please sit down somewhere. I showed you in the video. That was plasma. That's what I was showing in the video. And the reason that I would think that's what she's talking about is because we've all heard of the stuff that starts with an A and ends with the word chrome. Okay, you all know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are my day ones, I had numerous of videos about that stuff that all got taken down by ScrewTube. So please pay attention. If you all want me to do a whole breakdown of that, on a Zoom video, not on ScrewTube, well, maybe I just might one of these days. Okay. Yes, Jeff ATL, what you said. All right. Miss Elevation said, I was thinking that, Queen. Yes, that's what I believe she's talking about. Matter of fact, I know that's what she's talking about. And in Hillary's emails, they referred to it as walnut sauce. For those of you who remember 3 years ago when I did the video about Hillary's emails and I showed them to you and read to you what was in there. Shout out to Julian Assange. They've got him locked up in prison, but let me continue, for exposing those emails on WikiLeaks. We thought it was part of it, Queen. Yeah, some of you did. Some of you are clearly clueless, nonetheless. Mr. X said, is that why Henry Kissinger lived to be 100? Yeah, him and Queen Elizabeth. That's exactly what I was thinking, beloved. That's exactly what I was thinking. But anyway, let's talk about what we're going to get into some stuff that someone said about Diddy. Now, I can't confirm or deny these claims. This isn't my receipts. These are borrowed receipts. Okay, I can't even really call them receipts because it may not even be true. But I'm going to let you all hear it. But before I do, let me play what Nick Cannon said. And then also, Diddy's former bodyguard, Roger Bonds, who came out and, agreed with Cassie the other day and all of that and said that he intervened and all that stuff. Well, strangely enough, his entire Instagram is now gone. I find it very interesting. His Instagram is now gone. And also, I noticed that Lori Ann Gibson hasn't posted on her Instagram since November the 17th, the day after Cassie's lawsuits was filed. But what do I know? So anyway, that crazy bitch Eric said, Queen, there's something you need to see. I'll DM your Twitter. Send it to my email, beloved. Send it to my email. I don't really be on Twitter like that. I just post on there more so. Okay. So with that all being said, let me go to this Nick Cannon video. This is just the audio. I can't show the video because I don't have permission. I'm playing the audio.
We're in the hip hop community and stuff like that. And I just from a fan, I was like, my understanding, Foxy got signed at like 15, 16 years old. And the first time I had Dame in front of me, I was like, how old was she when y'all was in the studio? Like, was anything going on? And if he would have just said no, I think he was like, oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, you funny. Like he started. Why ain't nobody speaking up? Because everybody been condoning this bullshit in hip hop and film and television and sports. There's young teenage girls around grown ass fucking men all the time.
Yeah.
Quote me. Like I see, and it has to stop.
I agree.
Like I don't care if you're a billionaire now. I don't care if you married now. Like if we gonna call out everybody we calling out, then everybody got to come to the table. If you fuck 18-year-old, I don't care who you are, you gotta.
Well, remember Tiger was with Kylie when she was a teenager.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if you 15-year-olds and you a grown ass man, there's something fucking wrong with you.
Let's just say.
He said this has been going on in hip hop. Then they brought up Tiger. Some of y'all be listening to Tiger too. Y'all know Tiger was dating that girl when she was underage. Y'all know that. Some of y'all know that. Y'all also know about Foxy Brown and who she was dating, allegedly. And, I know who Nick was talking about. He said if you're a billionaire now and you're married now, you still need to be called out. Y'all know who he's talking about. We already heard the rumors for years that this person was dating Foxy Brown. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if this person was to also get called out and people started saying things about other certain people, some of these black men would still be saying, oh, it's a grab. It's a money grab. They're trying to bring the black man down. That's all they would say because they don't want to accept accountability. They don't want to hold other black men accountable. That's what a lot of men would say. When I've already told you, and the record reflects that there's a whole lot more than black men being called out. Okay? There's a white man being called out too. All right? There's white men being called out too. So let's not try to paint narratives because you don't want to make them accept accountability for what they've done. And some black men absolutely know what's been going on and condone it. Silence is complicity. So with that all being said, Queen, remember Lil Kim in Slick Rick video, Teenage Love? She couldn't be more than 13. No, I don't remember that. But thanks for telling me. I don't remember that at all, beloveds. Okay, so now with that all being said, I'm going to play this audio for you guys. I'm going to put a overlay on the screen because I don't have permission to use this video. And at the end of the day, like I said, I can't verify or deny any of this stuff. I'm not saying I believe it or I don't. At the end of the day, I'm just letting you all hear it and make your own decisions. Take from it what you will. All right? Take from it what you will. Now, let me put this overlay up here. And yes, it's about Diddy.
Okay, so it looks like there is some more shocking information that is now being revealed about what was left out of Cassie's lawsuit that is just wild, and it's in detail of these freak-offs, and the details are... It's a lot. That's a Sprawl Marley. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button for daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it. It's around the clock, 24/7 fresh content every single day. And there is a lot to discuss and get into. Do send a super thanks, thumbs up in the video, comment down below, and please do subscribe. Please do subscribe as I get into this. So this video is being sourced from Tough News TV. They are a channel that are reporting on what is going on with P. Diddy and Cassie. Shout out to everybody that is, discussing it. And, he claims that he has a very important, close, strong source that is detailing some increments of the lawsuit that was purposely left out. For whatever reason that was left out of the lawsuit, I honestly don't know whether that was Cassie's team or Diddy's team. Whose choice, I really don't know. But these are more, he's reading out a letter he received, and this is a lot more of the information, which is interesting. He's reading out a letter. What up, man? So I found out that the lawsuit that Cassie filed was not the original paperwork that Diddy received months ago. Some of the accusations that Cassie included were abolished. One of the things that were taken out was not only was Cassie being coerced to find men with BBCs so Diddy could watch them in action, I'm told that he was sexually involved with the male escorts too.
We buy any car. Why sell your car? WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be...
Well, that does correlate with what Gene Deal has said. So Diddy could watch them in action. It was said that before they would link up with the male escorts, that Diddy would clean out using a douche and making Cassie get him ready to be effed by using lube and a huge a dildo on him. She said that really traumatized her. It's also been said that Cassie mentioned that when she tried to leave Diddy in the past, that he would remind her that she didn't want those tapes to leak out of her doing the most humiliating things that would tarnish her reputation and sully her overall self-worth as a woman. Now, this would make sense to an extent because in the lawsuit, it does show that he was antagonizing her with videos. She would delete them from her phone and then he would find them somehow and be able to show them. So antagonizing her about videos she deleted, saying that you haven't really deleted it, is a way of trapping them. So again, that kind of corroborates as well. And that's what I'm looking for, because when people, YouTubers, content creators, articles that whatever come out and they come out with new information, if it's not a witness to X, Y, Z, I'm trying to see how it corroborates to the lawsuit, because the lawsuit we know is fact, because that is what Cassie's come out with. So I'm trying to corroborate any new information with that, just to see if there is a probability of a positive correlation of truthfulness, if that makes sense. He made her bark like a dog and oink like a pig. But it's also been said that she would be walked around on a leash at many of Diddy's parties, and many of his colleagues from executives, rappers, and other celebrities have witnessed her being degraded continuously. Now, this would make sense with the theory that I was saying, that some of these people in these masks, maybe they're not just male sex workers. What if they are actually execs, producers, people in the elite, people above Diddy who want to be in these situations and enjoy it and are therefore using Diddy as the elite trafficker, allegedly, to get X, Y, Z. And Cassie was the perfect kind of, I hate the word, but sex kitten kind of like perspective that she could be used and thrown around by a lot of people. I'm also told that Cassie also said that she was made to sleep with loads of cum on her face.
Lord, I didn't mean to play that, sorry.
Body inside of her and even in her hair after many of those freak-off sessions. She said she was not allowed to shower on many occasions afterwards. Now, you asked me about the information I sent you months ago about Biggie, and we both agreed not to put that out. There's information about Biggie as well, which is wild, but I just kind of want to avoid discussing it because that's got really nothing to do with anything in regards to Cassie. I'm told that the original lawsuit had Kim Porter's name all through the original 60-page lawsuit. Yes, the original lawsuit was said to have been 60 pages. I'm working on getting the original lawsuit that was filed. So this is what this person is claiming to, you know, Tough News TV. Now, my only question is how valid and, you know, reliable these sources are, because that is what I'm looking at. Like, you don't want to just report stuff for the sake of it. You want to try and get to factual information. I don't know how this person would be able to get a 60-page lawsuit to other people, and then that becoming public information, I think is somewhat of illegal grounds. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm just trying to see if this information is true. I don't know. I don't think that we should just believe anything that just comes out without a valid source. You know, that's just basic journalistic tendencies. But at the same time, these new fresh stuff that Cassie has allegedly gone through does make sense to me, because in the original lawsuit, oil was mentioned. Lubricant was mentioned. It was mentioned that Cassie had to rub oil all over her body as well. So it does kind of, you know, fit in with it. Then Gene saying that, oh, he also used to mess with the men. And so many people have been saying that in order for you to have a BBC or any kind of, you know, dick within you, you would need to grab a douche and clean yourself. And also you.
All right, I heard enough. I'm blushing. I know you all can't tell because I'm dark skinned, honey, but I'm clearly blushing at this point. It's all nefarious. Rachel says she needs to see a therapist for the rest of her life. Honey, I need to see a therapist after listening to that. This is all sick. Terry said, where's my sage? I know that's right. I'm going to air this whole place out when I get done. This is terrible. Pamela says she feels violated. This is all crazy, honey. Ooh. It all sounds demonic as far as I'm concerned. Okay, the ghost of R.E. said, your ears are bleeding, beloved. This is all crazy. This is all crazy, honey. I don't know who this is coming forward with this information, but I don't know how much more of it I can stand. I do not know how much more I can stand. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to let you all hear some of what Professor Griff was talking about also. Let me put the overlay back up. This is what Professor Griff had to say about some of this stuff. I'm not going to play much. Likes up, everyone. Please get the likes up. Thank you in advance, beloveds. Hold on just a second. Give me time to cue this video real quick.
Now, let me just say what I'm about to talk about. It's just, we're not charging anyone. We're not saying that they actually did these things. Allegedly, these individuals have been charged. Black celebs named in some of 3,700 sexual assault claims filed last week in New York. All right. Trust me, I'm not one of those individuals that I'm going to sit here and say that women are setting men up and all this kind of madness that go on. Simply because your brother, Professor Griff, told you way back when what was going on. Did I not? Listen, I don't feel proud when I say this. All right? I do not feel proud to say what I am saying or what I'm about to say. All right? No, I don't feel proud. I don't feel proud to say that I told y'all. I wrote about it. I lectured about it. Me and Black Dot got together and lectured about it. Yeah, so family, come on. We have to, yeah, come on, fam. And we've been talking about it for years. But who would listen? So I've seen some cats online, automatically, they go straight to blaming women, straight to blaming video vixens and gold diggers and calling women all kind of stuff. All right? But then when you look at the actual age, the mentality, the spirit, and the culture that goes on in the entertainment industry, and then you start to look at the age of the women, you say, now wait a minute, bro. How you 30, 40 something, and this woman is 14, 15? Come on. So when you talk about, we don't have to go from case to case to case to case, but everyone's case is different. Starting at the top with your man, Donald Trump, former president of the United States of America. He's being sued right now under the law which took effect last November by a writer who said he raped her in a department store dressing room. Then, of course, y'all know P. Diddy's thing hit the front pages of all the tabloids, the digital tabloids, and just front page of everybody's talk show, everybody's YouTube show, everybody with a camera and a microphone. Harvey Weinstein, you already know. How about Weinstein and Epstein? Where's the little black book? Where's Epstein's black book at? How many more names are in that black book that...
Didn't I tell you all the same thing yesterday? I told you all they got Jeffrey Epstein and Weinstein, but where's that book with those 100 names on it that the judge had? But let him continue.
We haven't heard about. But we're so quick to hear about Steven Tyler, Jamie Foxx, of course, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, of course, L.A. Reid and Axl Rose. Of course, we already knew about what Mike Tyson went through. And then now Andrew Cuomo, Rudy Giuliani. Is something going on with men in general? Because we just went through the thing with the brother. Who's the brother, the actor? Jonathan Majors. All right? So, come on, fam. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to blame this individual, blame that individual. Those people are lying. Those people are telling the truth. I'm not here for that. I want to be able to have the discussion so we can come up with some solutions that's going to affect the generation now coming up. I'm talking about the generation beyond the Trey Songz and them. All right? The Tory Lanez and them. Way beyond them. All right? What's that next generation coming up behind them? Because they're looking at this now and it's like, wow. Is that the route that I'm supposed to go? You understand what I'm saying? So we have to understand the dynamic and how this thing is playing out. All right? Are they just pulling names out of a hat? Are they just finding anybody that they can get? Some people that's actually been in relationships, are they now saying, well, you sexually assaulted me 40 years ago? Come on. Well, you said it's not just the entertainment industry. Just viewed a BBC documentary on Kenya and all the underage girls getting pregnant by men twice their age and the epidemic of abortions because of poverty. Wow. 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 Need to know, you said it's a mixture of that and more. So, Lena, you said it's a sex ring? So all of these people kind of know what they're doing and it's part of a cult? Like, help me out. Help me explain that. Like, yeah. So in September, the British actor and comedian Russell Brand was accused of rape, sexual assault, and abuse by 4 women. Now, if one woman say you did it, then you can kind of pretty much argue. 4 or 5 women come forward, then 12 people say you did it. Yeah, that might be an issue. Easy D, you said this is all by design. And the agenda of sexual assault is in all communities, especially the entertainment industry. What do you mean by all communities? I don't understand what that means. Especially the entertainment industry. You mean all industries? Don't forget about the casting cough. You mean the couch? Yeah, I'm confused. Quan said it's an epidemic of pedophilia and sexual deviant behavior all over the planet. Thank you, Quan. We don't have to start pinpointing whether or not it's the entertainment industry or the sports industry or the whatever. Thailand has a whole billion-dollar industry supporting by grooming, prostitution, and sexual deviant behavior. Wow. You know, these kind of stuff has to be answered for, and until the culture, until it's broken up, until it's changed, the culture is changed at the root, then it might be a problem. So I saw Nick Cannon interview again, and he talked about having a conversation, I think, with Dame Dash or about Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and talked about Aaliyah, and he talked about some of these other Foxy Brown and some of these other women that's in the industry. So I think I'm not going to sit here and say we need to redefine what sexual assault is. I think we all pretty know what sexual assault is. This is not, I saw a clip, I'm not sure how real it was, but a 60-something-year-old man was marrying a 12-year-old in New York City, Times Square. I mean, is it that critical? No, I don't know about that, Stephen O. Lewis. Send me some information on that, bro. Stephen O. Lewis, I think you got it kind of twisted. You got to hooking up with someone in a hotel room that's of age and y'all just creeping or doing whatever y'all do, not even creeping, but whatever y'all doing, that's not sexual assault. Don Juan, you said it's the spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah. God damn. All right. I can take that. Okay, so let's not get it twisted. If you, I don't know, if you got a side chick or a side dude, or y'all doing whatever y'all do, if y'all just met and creep, or y'all just hanging out doing whatever, then come on. Yeah. No, we're not talking about that. All right? Someone said Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis Presley. Mayor Eric Adams. We're not here to call the roll, but these are just some of the names. Donnie, what's good with you, bro? All right, just to remind entertainment industry that someone needs to sound the alarm and sound the alarm quick. All right? I thought I did that years ago with putting the information out there. I thought I did that with what's happening with Puffy and Russell and a lot of these other people. I thought I sounded the alarm. All right? Maybe I didn't sound it long enough and loud enough. All right? I don't want to sit on here and take any kind of credit for saying I told y'all so. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's not good. I'd rather come on here and say, you see, I was wrong. They're not doing this to young women and young girls in the music industry. They're not, this is not happening. I'd rather be in a position where I say that as opposed to the opposite. All right? Young women are entering in the music industry at a young age, and there's old-ass men producing, managing, road managing, and being security for all of these young women. There's a whole host of young women that are in the industry now, some of them of age. All right, but just because you're 21 years old, 22, 25, that don't mean sexual abuse cannot happen to you. We need to educate this younger community of entertainers that are coming into the industry. We need to educate them about what's going on. A lot of them claim to be so streetwise and so this, that, and the other because they have the freedom to talk about their rotten crotches. You understand what I'm saying? But no, just because you make a song about you having sex while you on your, in your booty hole and the rest of that madness that y'all make, you're not mature enough to understand the dynamics of what sexual assault is when you getting Tonka toys and goddamn G.I. Joes and shit stuck up your ass. Come on, stop that. The shit y'all are rapping about, you about to speak into existence. As with the case with R. Kelly. And you mean to tell me no one knows anything about old girl being 14 years old? No one saying, yo, dude, listen, check this out. Old girl is 13, for real. So, you might not, itching it, bro. No?
All right, let's get ready for the trivia. So, this basically, listening to Professor Griff and also what Nick Cannon said, just further reiterates for me that there is a whole culture of this going on in the music industry, and it always has been. I mean, it always has been. Somebody said Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis. Didn't I tell you all that last week or the other day? Didn't I tell you all the same things? So this is all nefarious. This stuff has been going on. Someone also mentioned the casting couch. I told you all that too. This stuff has been an open secret for decades. This is nothing new. And so I just want you all to pay attention, because here's the problem I have with these grown men on their platforms trying to say that it's all about a money grab, as if they don't know that this has been going on for decades. Some of them have been in the music industry themselves. Didn't Bussy Reek used to rap? Some of these people know exactly what's going on. Now they're just trying to gaslight and deflect and not give accountability, or, not want these men to face accountability, because they know this has been going on for decades. This is nothing new, like, out of the blue, this is just coming out from nowhere. No, this has been going on. And they know that. So when you hear these grown men trying to defend this nefariousness, it's likely because they're the same type of people. If you're defending predators, well, then there's a very good possibility that you are, in fact, a predator. And even if you're not a predator, you're still problematic, because anyone who condones that, well, that's a whole lot to say about you. Miss Hotel said, give Queen her respect. She been put us on game. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Okay, so with that all being said, and let me say this, because I saw someone in my comments yesterday. I want to address this. I saw someone in my comments last night when I talked about why Diddy settled the lawsuit so early, and then someone said, "Oh, y'all copycatting around here. So-and-so said the same thing yesterday." Well, I said it yesterday too. And here's the thing. I'm sure they got it from the same place I got it from, an attorney. There's a specific attorney, legal expert, who posted the reason why Diddy went ahead and settled so quickly. That's where I got it from. And so that person likely got it from the same legal attorney or legal expert, because the video is on Instagram. It's just like when you hear a story on the mainstream media and I report on it, other people report on it. We may all have the same, facts. Give the same facts. We may have different talking points if we add our own commentary to it or whatever. But at the end of the day, in the interim of it all, well, of course, we'll have say the same thing, okay? Because it's just the facts that were presented that we repeated. Okay? I mean, I saw Willie D did a video. He said the exact same thing that I said. Am I supposed to say he copied me? No, because he got that from likely the same legal expert that I got it from, that the other person got it from, and whoever else reports on it. So people need to sit down somewhere. Skeletor fan said it's Wig's fault. Silent D said hashtag blame Wig. Y'all need to sit down somewhere. Leave Wig alone. That crazy bitch Eric said haters. Yes, that's absolutely hating, honey, because you know that I bring authentic and original commentary. Okay? Often imitated but never duplicated, like Mr. Hotel said. People use my talking points all the time. I don't use anyone else's. But the legal expert gave us the answer as to why the things turned out the way they did as it pertained to the settlement of the lawsuit. So a myriad of us just took it and used it. I even did a TikTok about it saying the same thing. So with that all being said, is it copying when we talk about things that happen on the mainstream media and we give the facts? If I say, oh, the person that, committed the Vermont shooting last week, they shot 3 people and this, that, and the third, and then someone else comes and says the same thing. How is that copying? Those are just the facts. So sit down somewhere, hater. So Miss Eva said Wig did it. Y'all are terrible. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, Byron said they tried, huh, Queen? Yes, they do, beloved. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. All right? So with that all being said, let's get into the trivia. Now, I'm going to ask you all 4 questions, one at a time. I would ask that you please send your answers to the root of all evil 227 @gmail.com. All right, no answers in the chat, please. Don't try it. No answers in the chats. Queen Sam said that hair has gotten bigger. Facts. Y'all are terrible. Oh my goodness. The Queen has people using nefarious now. Hold on. I know they've been listening to the Queen since December. Thank you, beloved. Yes, there has been an influx of people using that word. Not saying they got it from me, but I just find it interesting. Okay, so with that all being said, Dan said, please submit your trivia answers. Not submit, Dan. That crazy bitch Eric said, and behoove. Okay, that's right. It would behoove them to be original and authentic like the Queen, honey. That's all I'm saying. Don't be lackluster, beloved ads. Okay, so now let's get ready. Let's get ready. Everyone get those likes up. Miss Hotel said, Queen, talk your shite and stand on business. You know I will. I always stand on business, Mr. Hotel. Drop me off anywhere. You can drop me off in the hood. What did King say? You can drop me off in the hood. Oh. Curly Girl said they haven't caught on to hashtag unbox yet. Okay. Now, so with that, Miss Eva said, I'm waiting for people to start saying behoove, copycats. All right. You know they will, beloved. You know they will. People want to try to start morning shows and all that. Then talking about these other, what did they say? These other fake morning shows or something. I'm like, honey, who has a fake morning show? Last I checked, I'm the only one that has a morning show besides the Breakfast Club. Now, some people go live in the morning, but they don't specifically call it a morning show because they go live at a myriad of different times, right? Honey, they always try to do what the Queen does. That's just what it is, Capricorn. Tell them about it. Dorana said, I just love you, Queen. I just love you, right, Black, beloved. Okay? Miss Hotel said, Queen, don't get me started. Okay? You know I already know, beloved. Okay? Yes, that crazy rich air said, not starting a morning show. Yes, but they couldn't hang. They couldn't hang. I guess they thought it was easy, honey, because I make it look easy, honey. But it's a lot of work. All right? It's a lot of work gathering all of these receipts and whatnot and doing actual research and whatnot. Okay? It's hard work. Pay attention. Mr. Elevator said, make way for the Queen. Okay? Rob Will said, you are very consistent, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Okay, so now let's get ready for it. Let's get ready because we're giving out trivia or we're giving out ebooks. All right, the new ebook. So here is the first question. All of the questions are coming from the previous broadcast from earlier this week. Okay, if you feel you have the answer, send it in. You have 30 seconds. Once I say the question, send it to the root of all evil 227 @gmail.com. And listen, even if you don't know the answer, just send in a guess. Just take a guess. You never know. You could be right. You just might be right. Okay, and here's the first question. Let me get my stopwatch pulled up on the screen. Hold on just a second. Okay, so here's the first question. Naja said, Queen is often imitated, never duplicated. Thank you, beloved. First question. So earlier this week, when I talked about a woman who was a friend of Kimora Lee's, and she wrote a book. What is her name? What was the name of the book? And that's it for now. That's the first question. What was the woman's name? And what was the name of her book? The woman that I spoke about, and I said she was best friends to Kimora Lee Simmons. All right, you got 20 seconds left. You got time to get those answers in. If you were listening and paying attention, then you will know this answer. Let's get it. Two seconds left, and time is up. All right. Nobody got the answer in? Nobody got the answer in. Uh-oh. Somebody just sent me a receipt. Thanks, that Crazy Beach Aries. The Crazy Beach Aries just sent me a receipt, so I'm gonna have to let y'all hear some of this in a minute. But hold on. Let's see who won. Nobody got the answer. Now, this is so nefarious. Now, somebody's going to send me the answer talking about, and I'm going to call you out, Emperor Rex, talking about wigs talking by V. I absolutely cannot. Nobody got the answer right. That Crazy Beach Air said, I told you it was a must-see. Okay, yes, it is. So I'm going to play the audio. I'm not going to show it on the screen. But nobody got it. The answer was Erica Kennedy. Now, somebody was close. They said Erica Campbell. But no, Erica Campbell is the gospel singer. It was Erica Kennedy, and the name of the book is Bling. Okay, so no one won the first round. So let's move right along on to the next. And then I'm going to let you all hear this this audio, honey, of Jaguar Wright spilling some more tea. Jaguar Wright spilling some more tea. All right. So with that all being said, hold on. This is all nefarious. Hold on, I'm sending this to my other email so I can play it from my phone. Okay, there we go. All right, now here's the second question. Everybody get ready. Here is the second question. Emperor Rex talking about you said send something. Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? All right. Now, here is the second question. Okay, so I talked about a basketball player this week. What is the basketball player's name? And also, there were some things that came about that I said led me to believe that he knew that the person he was dealing with was underage. And because people were talking about him in a blank, what is the basketball player's name and where were people talking about him at? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Y'all got this. Come on, beloveds. Mr. Elevation said, tune in for the nefariousness. I know that's right. It's all bad. 10 seconds left, beloveds. 5 seconds left. Let me see what y'all looking like over here. Time is up. Okay, nobody got the answer. Somebody sent in his name, but not where they were talking about him. So the guy's name is Josh Giddey, and they were talking about him in a group chat. You all remember I showed you the text messages that were supposedly leaked, and then there was also a screenshot of a group chat where they said that he was asking them, allegedly asking these girls to go get other young girls. And so Josh Giddey and a group text. I'm in a group chat. Okay, so let's continue. No one has won thus far, but you still have 2 more questions. Pay attention. All right, here's the 3rd question. Miss Hotel said, I sent in the right answer, Queen. Well, it didn't come through on time, beloved. Josh Giddey at Diddy's House of Secrets. Miss Hotel, please sit down. Please sit down. Not the House of Secrets. This is all nefarious. Byron said, y'all are something else. Yes, they absolutely. I'm putting the whole chat in timeout in a minute. Now, here is the 3rd question. So, here's the 3rd question. So, the person that committed the shooting in Vermont that I spoke about last week, this person committed a shooting. How many people were injured during the shooting? How many people were shot? And what were the people doing? No, skip that. Okay, let me start over. I'm not going to start the clock yet. Okay, so how many people were shot? And what did I say that I thought the incident was? 30 seconds. What did I say I thought the incident was? 20 seconds left on the clock. Five seconds left. Time is up. Let's see what you all have. That crazy bitch Eric said, come on, Royals. All right, nobody got it. The answer is he shot 3 people, and I said that it was potentially a hate crime. He shot 3 people, and those 3 people were visiting here for Thanksgiving. All right, here's the last question. Let me start the clock. Let me reset the clock. Okay, now here is the last and final question. There is no bonus question. There is no bonus question. I don't have time. I'm already pressed for time. This live is over 2 hours at this point, and I still have 1 more receipt. Thanks to that crazy bitch Aries. Pauline said you sent that in, beloved. Let me see here. I don't see your answer, beloved. Did you send it to the right email? I don't see an answer from you. Did you send it to the right email? Okay, now here's the last question. Miss Eva said, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that one. That's okay, beloved. That's all right. Okay, so now the last and final question is, this. When I was talking about Diddy, hold on, I had the question on the tip of my tongue. Hold on, now I got to think of a question. Let me see here. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so when I was talking about Diddy, I talked about a person who was his mentor, and I also talked about the doctor who was performing the first autopsy on Kim Porter. Who did I say was Diddy's mentor? And what did the doctor first say? No, hold on. That y'all won't have enough time to type that. Hold on. Let me make it something shorter. Hold on. Okay, who did I say was Diddy's mentor? And the name of the doctor who was performing the autopsy originally. 30 seconds. That should be enough time for y'all to get that in. Who was Diddy's mentor and who was the first doctor performing the autopsy? Y'all have 20 seconds left. Sheila, no answers in the chats. Conspicuous, no answers in the chats. No answers in the chat. Y'all gonna start getting put in time out. When I say no answers in the chat, that's exactly what I mean. If you're playing, the only way to win is to send the answers via the email. Now, people gonna start getting put in time out. Time is up. Okay, nobody got it. Nobody got it. The answers are as follows. Diddy's mentor was Andre Harrell. And then also the doctor was Dr. Ed Winter. Dr. Ed Winter. Andrea said his mentor was the devil and the doctor's name was Satan. Yeah, that likely could be true. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get this receipt. Nobody won. Sorry. Nobody gets an ebook. Nobody gets an ebook today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this audio of the video that Crazy Beach Aries sent to me. I'm not going to play all of it. I'm just going to play some because we're kind of pressed for time here. Okay, so let me put my overlay on the screen. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Man understands that much about homosexual dealings in the industry, is constantly calling people out, and he ain't seen none of it personally. Can't no nigga that as good as he do and suck, and I know because I've seen sex tapes of him. What thought I told you? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. I thought I told you. See, I'm gonna call him Miss Jackson because he gets real prissy when he starts talking about interior design. Damn. I mean, he a tough dude. He done took some bullets. He done did some time, but half the niggas that I know come out of jail, them in jail. Hey, you know. And when you take your artists and you wrap your arm around their neck with your shirts off and stuff, you know, it looks a little punked out, don't it? Yeah. Come on, let's be honest. Wow, like cell cover, yeah. Let's be honest. That nigga got tapes on Soulja Boy. He got tapes on other people too. See, that's why he knows so much about what Diddy and Jay be doing. Because he done seen it. He done been there. He done have...
She's talking about 50, you guys. She's talking about 50 because they showed a picture of 50 when he was on the cover of Triple XL magazine with Soulja Boy wearing no shirt. And she's saying that's how he knows all this stuff because he's been there. Now, this is Jaguar Wright talking. I don't condone any of this. I'm not here to confirm it or deny. Let me just be clear.
Parties at his own house, you know, where Mike Tyson used to live, the house that he bought from Mike Tyson. Fuck it. I'm going to call it what it is, Mr. Jackson. Party. Mr. Jackson.
50's last name is Jackson, Curtis Jackson. Please pay attention.
And you have lovely taste in home decor. Okay. He got a feminine side. But see, he's a necessary evil and he's a good evil. He ain't lying on these niggas. He's just not telling the whole truth. That's why you need a bitch like me that's going to call it out. He can't call it out, but I can. That's why when Vivica started going for his manhood, he shut her down real fast. But see, you can't shut a bitch like me down. Yeah, you did. Sorry, Mr. Jackson. And I want to know what the fuck you doing in Shreveport, Mr. Jackson. What you doing in Shreveport? You know, he just bought Millennium Studios right before I was about to make the offer on the house that I'm moving into. Interesting. Wow. What you doing in Shreveport? Like, a nigga like you that's as bougie as you, it seems like you would have went to Norland. Why Shreveport? Something there you want? Hey. Mr. Jackson? Wow. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. Apologize a million times.
So this cover is looking kind of zest.
What do you mean kind of zest? I've been saying that shit since it came out. Look at Soulja Boy. He's standing there like, yes, daddy.
They love
yes, daddy.
Successful black men like this. We were just talking about Jonathan Majors magazine in front of the Egg magazine.
When I look at that picture, all I see is dominion. That looks like a jail picture with two lovers. How you know so?
Had some time to Mississippi. Soldier and Bow Wow. Yeah, he used to hang out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder why?
Oh, man.
Wonder why? I don't owe none of these industry fucking punks nothing.
Superman, why are you?
The way Soulja Boy embarrassed Teddy Riley's daughter on that show, it was horrific. Somebody should have busted him in his fucking face then. That's Teddy Riley's. I don't care if she is a stepdaughter. Don't embarrass that girl like that on television.
All right. Y'all heard what Jaguar said, honey. Oh, Jaguar. So I'm going to show you all the picture that she's talking about when she's saying this stuff about 50 and Soulja Boy. And again, I don't condone any of it, as I said. I don't condone any of this. Now, I saw this picture when it first was published years ago. And to me, I mean, I didn't see anything strange about the picture, but that's just me. I'll put it up here so you all can see it yourselves. I'm sending it to my email. I had to screenshot it. Sounds like a reach to me, Jag. I'm just saying, beloveds. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Here we go. There's the picture right there that Jaguar is talking about, trying to imply that they look like lovers. To me, that just looks like a picture of two dudes. I don't know. Watch these rests when you have the time, Queen. Oh, watch the rest when you have time. Okay, beloved, I sure will. Thank you. I don't know. What do you all think? Okay. Stacey said, no, I don't. Okay. Stacey said, looks norm. Right. Okay. Miss Evie said, same thing with Neo magazine pick 2. All right. Miss Hotel said he could see both sides. Priscilla said suspect. I wouldn't draw any conclusion based only on that, says Timberland. I wouldn't either. At this time, anything is possible, Queen. Yeah, it is. Anything is possible, but well, here's the thing. If 50 was doing any of that stuff that Jag was alluding to, I just wonder why nobody's called him out, because he calls out everybody. So I don't know if I believe that. And also, Jaguar was sitting there stuffing her mouth full of something. She was eating something. It kind of looked like chitterlings. So I don't know if I can trust somebody who's eating chitterlings. That's all I'm saying. Claudette said no comment. I'm going to have to say no comment too.
That Crazy Rich Era said, I was wondering how Jaguar saw this alleged sex tape. Exactly. Where'd she get it from? And if she saw it, who showed it to her? Does she have a copy? I mean, I need receipts. I'm sorry. I'm not going to believe that about 50. Don't shatter my dreams, honey. Because Power Book 3 is coming out soon in a few days, and I intend to watch it. I intend to watch it. Sit down somewhere, Jag. Sit down somewhere, Jag, honey. 50 is a masculine man as far as I can see. What y'all think? I think I'm going to go hit 50 up on Instagram and let him know what Jag's out here saying. Now, if he roasts her for filth and trolls her like he does everybody else, well, then we'll know she's all cap. All right? Now, I'm sorry. In that picture, I didn't see anything feminine about that picture. 50 looked sexy to me, honey. All right? At the end of the day, it's all I'm saying. Miss Hotel said, I mean, but Jag has been telling us so. Based on that, it's highly possible this tea is bubbling. I still need proof. Yeah, she, but don't forget this, Mr. Hotel. There's always two truths and a lie. Isn't that what they call it? Isn't that how they say it? Now, just because she done said some things that's true, that's possibly true, allegedly might be true, doesn't mean I'm going to believe every single thing that she says. Okay, I need receipts. Now, she's the only one who said that. Now, if a whole bunch of other people start saying it, well, then I might look into it. Right now, we have one allegation from one person. Like I said, 50 calls out all these people. How come nobody else has made such allegations about 50? Because if Jag saw the tape, who showed it to her for her to see it? So if she was showing it, that means somebody else has it and somebody else saw it. So who? How come nobody else has said anything? Is all I'm saying. I have questions. Jaguar, sit down somewhere to further notice. Sit down somewhere to further notice. And she said Vivica went for his masculinity. Well, Vivica was pressed because 50 ditched her. That's what that was. That's what that was. All right, leave Mr. Curtis Jackson alone until you come with some receipts. Until someone else can confirm your story. I'm not buying it with an EBT card. Okay? And I'll be ready to watch Power Book 3 soon. RG Type said Jaguar might be reaching. Exactly. Okay. Dan said being masculine don't mean someone isn't gay, though. Also, being feminine doesn't make that they're straight either way. Just saying, yeah, I know that. That's common sense to me. I know that. I mean, Prince had a femininity as far as I'm concerned, but Prince wasn't gay, at least not to my knowledge. I know that doesn't have anything to do with it, but I still don't believe what you said. And like I said, till some more people start saying it, there's some confirmation or receipts. At the end of the day, the reason I believe the stuff about Diddy is because everybody's saying it. And they've been saying it for decades. I've been hearing stuff about Diddy since the 90s. I've been hearing stuff about Diddy since the 90s, when I was 2. I was only 2 years old in the 90s, by the way, in case y'all trying to figure out how old I am. No, but seriously, we've been hearing stuff about Diddy for years, okay? For years. Never heard anything about 50, all right? Never heard anything about 50. So it's a no for me until further notice. Now, I'm going to be right over there on 50's page, dropping these receipts. Let him know what Jag said, too, because I want to see what he has to say about all this. So, and no one has come to Diddy's defense either. Exactly. That's another thing. You know what, Naja? I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. Sunshine said Power Book 3, December 1st. That's today, beloveds. Is it today? Wow, I thought I had a couple of more days. Okay, so I will definitely be watching that tonight. But listen, I'm so glad you brought that up. I want y'all to pay attention. None of these other stars, celebrities, people in the music industry have come to Diddy's defense. Where are they at? Why isn't anybody standing behind him? Doesn't he have lots of friends? Who's coming to all these parties he throws? How come nobody's standing on business with Diddy? That's another indication of something shiesty. Because when Bill Cosby was accused falsely, in my opinion, there were people like Felicia Rashad, who spoke up for him. So people who knew him. So with that all being said, at the end of the day, where's the people to speak up for Diddy? Where are his friends? Stacey Cornbread said, y'all stop believing everything Jag say. Exactly. I don't believe everything Jag says, honey. You see what I do with Jag? You're absolutely right, beloved, because what I do with Jag is I chew the meat and spit out the bones, as my grandmother used to say, okay? I take some of this, I take what Jag says with a grain of salt. Now, I only use what Jag says as a point of reference when it's the same thing that other people have already said and corroborated. That's all. Now, when Jag throws out some of these allegations about certain people, I don't even pay it any mind. Because for one, just because she said it doesn't make it so. Period. That's right. Nessie X said Keisha Knight Pulliam spoke up for Bill Cosby. Also, that's what I'm saying. Byron B said the queen is forever young. Thank you, beloved. Stacy said, me too, queen. Exactly. Nessie X said, that's right, queen. Okay. Pauline said he's a whole heap of man, honey. I know that's right. She can leave Curtis Jackson alone. So anyway, listen, I'm out of here. Okay, I'm out like a light. I want to thank you, lovely people, for tuning in once again. Y'all know I love y'all for life. At the end of the day, some of y'all get on my nerves in the chat every now and then. I have to go in on y'all. Sometimes y'all want to go in on me. It's all cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We're all family. So we can do that. But better not nary a troll coming here talking crazy to none of y'all. Better not nary a troll coming here talking crazy to none of my nefarious royals. There's going to be problems and repercussions. Okay? All right. So anyway, everyone enjoy your strong end out the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. And until next time, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.
With that soul all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got